ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe for
I can get hurt by a couple of blind idiots. Nope. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Select action figure review on the Diamond Select Toys Thor Ragnarok movies, Gladiator, Thor. Trying to get your Marvel Select figures? You can do so right now.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
I gotta give a big thanks to Diamond Select Toys for sending this figure out to me to review for you guys. If you want to see the latest from Diamond Select Toys, please check out their YouTube channel, link in the description below. And it looks like we're not getting a whole ton of accessories with this guy, but it looks like we're getting a whole ton of articulation. Just my speculation. Anyway, nice image of Thor right over there. And then on the back, you can see Thor again. And then there's a read-up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it now. You can see Hulk and Thor right there, side by side. Nothing on this side, nothing at the top, nothing at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Thor, Lord of Thunder, out of the packaging, looking awesome. I know it's God of Thunder. I'm trying to make a joke, you know, because Thor Ragnarok. Anyway, this figure looks really good. I do like how it looks, and we get some decent articulation over here. I'm not as impressed with this one as I was with the Gladiator Hulk, but I still like this Gladiator Thor a lot. So let's get a closer look at his accessories, and then we'll get a closer look at sparkles. So one gripe of mine with this figure is that it doesn't come with a base and not that many accessories, really. We get 4 interchangeable hands. We get a pair of fisted hands, then we get a pair of these open hands for grabbing the swords. The sword holding hands do have a hinge that goes side to side instead of up and down. The fisted hands do have the up and down motion, and the hands look pretty good. You know, they don't look too bad. We get some paint variation right over there, so it's pretty well detailed. Yeah, I like how the hands came out. Really can't complain about those. And then we also get the 2 swords, which look great. I love this fade that we're seeing right here at the bottom, and nice bright gold over here as well. Really nice and clean. This one right here does have the tiniest little, you know, scuffage right there. A little bit of paint missing, but other than that, you know, it's perfectly fine. And then we get these 2 lightning bolts, which look really cool. I do like these. They're made with this translucent blue plastic. I think they look great. Nice and little pointy bits right here. So nice lightning effects, and then we get this much smaller one right there. And I don't really know how to store them onto the figure. I mean, you could do something where I guess you could make it look like it's coming out of one of his fists or something. Like if he's punching someone, you could use a grabbing hand. Make it, I don't know. That's not going to look too great. I don't know. I'm going to figure out a way to use these. Stay tuned to the end of the video for the photo gallery. So here's looking at the head sculpt, and it's not looking too bad. I do like the paint right over here, especially for the flesh tone. I'm not a big fan of how the eyes came out, though. I feel like they're a little bit too centered, and they're kind of looking up. I want to do a comparison to the Marvel Legend Gladiator Thor right there. So leave a comment below. Let me know which one of these 2 you prefer. I'm curious to read those comments. I really do like the gunmetal color that we're seeing for the helmet, and we get that metallic sheen for that light blue. Looks really good. I do like that. And then I don't know what it is with this whole suit right here, or his armor anyway, but I really love this speckled brown over the gray. I think that is awesome. I really like that a lot. And then you get some nice deco over here. You got those little silver bits, kind of missed right there. A little bit more on point over there. I do wish that they had a hinge or something for this shoulder joint. I'm not a big fan of the sculpt of these biceps. I feel like these are a bit weak for a guy that could, you know, run Hulk for his money, you know, because it's just not, I don't know, I think he should have been a little bit more buffed right over there. I know he's not flexing, but, you know, it's an articulated figure, so if he's going like that, you should see a little bit more bulge in the bicep right there. I do like that flesh tone, though. It has a very nice fade. It almost looks like it's just the shadow, but you can see the color variation right there. The wraps look really good. Nice attention to detail with the silver. Again, I like the hands. And you can see the inside of the arm on this side. Then looking at this little piece, you can move this up and down. It is made out of a pliable material, so you don't have to worry about it ripping or anything. Again, I like that brown speckling that we're seeing right here. Then there's a Thor butt. We get a little bit of the red kind of bleeding onto this. So that's kind of a bummer, but I do like how this little cape looks. Nice black paint mixed in there. It's all tattered at the bottom. Not looking too shabby. Legs look pretty good. Yep. Nice red paint over here, nice and bright, like that brown mixed in there. Again, we get that metallic blue on this side. Oop, you can see someone's thumbprint. And and then get some more nice clean deco right there. And then you get treads at the bottom. It says Marvel, and then he does have peg holes at the bottom of his feet, and it says DST. Now for articulation, you can get his head to look up just a little bit, and you can get him moving down just a tad as well. You get side-to-side motion, and you do get some head pivot. I do feel like his neck is a little on the long side. I don't know. Not too bad. Anyway, the shoulders move outward just that far. On this side, it's just about as far. And you get downward motion just that much. You can move forward, move back. You do a full 360 on this side right here. And then you get a single jointed elbow that moves 90 degrees. You also get rotation. And then we already went over the wrist articulation for all the different interchangeable wrists. You get a diaphragm joint, and you get some diaphragm pivoting. And not so much diaphragm crunching, but it will move back a little bit. I do like that the paint goes all the way through the inside of that. That's pretty cool. I really wish it could crunch forward though. There's like no crunch forward at all. He does have a waist swivel over here, so that's cool. And then he does have the hip joints that move outward that far, and you can kick them forward. And I think I can move these out farther than that, but I don't want to get those joints super loose. But he will kick forward that much and only back a tiny bit. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees are really good. And then he has ankles that move down, and they do move up, and he does have an ankle pivot. Now to measure out this Thor figure, you can see that he is standing just under the 8-inch mark. To the top of his helmet is about 7.5 inches. And then for your Marvel Select Thor comparison, we have the Thor Ragnarok Thor, and we have the Thor 2, the Dark World Thor. And you can see that this guy is considerably taller than this newer figure. This is actually my favorite Select Thor figure that I've had in my collection. And then comparing the Marvel Select Gladiator Thor to the Marvel Select Gladiator Hulk, you can see that they actually scale very well together. I really like that a lot. I can't be happier with that. That looks great. And then for your Gladiator Thor comparison, we have the Marvel Select next to the Marvel Legend. I do like how the Marvel Legend looks a little girthier, you know, especially at the shoulders right there. He does look a little bit more powerful to me, but I am liking the paint apps more on this one. That does look a lot more detailed. Then here's the Thor Ragnarok Gladiator Thor. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Look at you. You got no hammer. How am I supposed to be scared of a Thor with no hammer? Ha! Oh, my legs. Oh. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching my video. Here's the part where I ask you to do a bunch of things, like clicking the like button if you like the video, and leaving a comment letting me know what you think, and please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell if you have not done those things already. Now, this is a good looking figure. I don't hate on this figure at all. I really like the paint, and I do like the sculpt for the most part, but I did come across some things that I really didn't like about the sculpt, like for instance the biceps. You know, I feel like the neck is a little on the long side. So there are things here and there that do bother me about it, but I still think it really looks good. So it's kind of a tough decision to make. So it's getting a SUD rating of meh. I want to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. If you'd like to see a photo gallery of images, you could go ahead and find that over at ShartimusPrime.net. And don't forget to follow me on the social media. You can follow me on the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links to everything in the description below. And I'll catch you guys later. Avengers Infinity War. So excited. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
I'm gonna play with my toys today. Well, I don't care what my people say. I'm gonna play with my toys today. Can't have one, I gotta get them all. Time to make a trip to the local mall. Oh yeah!
That's crispy.
Hey, I'm Shartimus Prime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face, I said my shot in your face, I said my shot.